The third speaker is Anastasia, our Marketo team lead. She has a beautiful case to show you about a huge Marketo implementation that we were working for, I guess, a year or something like that. Yeah, it was a huge project. A big Eximit team was involved, and actually we worked with this company, with this client for a very long time, and we helped them to evolve from year to year, from product to product, and let's see how Marketo helps them.
Thank you. Okay, let's start. I think you are familiar with Marketo, so Marketo is a large platform with a lot of capabilities, and this platform is used by businesses of all sizes. And you need to know how to effectively use it in order to achieve better results, like engaging more customers, building a successful architecture for future scalability, and everything. And this will help you. This will help you to make your business growing better. So today we are going to explore the key capabilities of Marketo, how we can build architecture around this platform, and share our best practices based on our experience. Let's start with key capabilities Marketo provides. First of all, it's all-in-one marketing platform. It means that you can automate all your marketing processes using only one tool, one system. Whatever it's lead generation, leads management, social media marketing, email marketing, and so on. Also, you can track users' behavior across multiple channels and assign scores based on their engagement levels. Also, Marketo provides good segmentation and personalization features, and it will help you to create highly targeted and personalized campaigns. Also, you can save your time creating some recurring tasks and workflows. And this thing allows you to focus on like more strategic initiatives, to not do some routine work. Also, Marketo provides a wide range of integrations with different systems, including CRMs like Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, Google Ads, or social media networks. And you can track your effectiveness of your marketing campaigns using advanced analytics and reporting. All these things together allow you to maximize your minimize your efforts and maximize your outputs. Now let's go a little bit deeper into the details and see what is behind scenes, how it's built, and how many systems we need to involve to have effective work in Marketo. To give you better understanding how we can do it, so I've prepared an example of one of our ongoing projects. So we are currently working with a global microelectronic manufacturer, and so their business is very large, and they have, as you can see here, they have a complex network of integrations with various systems to help Marketo doing better job in terms of marketing strategies. Maybe it looks a little bit complex for you, so I suggest starting with defining key players in the architecture. In general, we have 4 key players, and I hope the first 2 are already well known for you. It's Marketo Engage platform as well, and Salesforce platform as a CRM. In the real world, we have a marketing and sales team, and they work close to each other, so they communicate with each other. Marketing provides a lot of information for sales department, and vice versa. And from a technical perspective, they are also connected. So the integration between Marketo and Salesforce is mandatory to achieve needed results. The third one tool, it's a business intelligence tool. It's an essential component for reporting purposes. So we need to make sure that business gets up-to-date information on a daily basis. So it will help to do data-driven decisions on the fly, and if it's needed, like change some processes or optimize something based on the statistics. And the fourth player, it's a custom-made middleware application. It's a software solution designed to assist Marketo with data management and custom functionality. In general, Marketo, of course, has a lot of things, a lot of capabilities, but each business has unique specifications and requirements, and sometimes it's not enough to using just out-of-the-box functionality. So we've developed a solution how to help Marketo a little bit with some specific cases. Let's get back to the scheme and go and follow some lines there. I already mentioned that Salesforce and Marketo are strongly connected. They have a bidirectional communication. If something changes in Salesforce side, it should be known in Marketo, and vice versa. Also, let's review how we create leads, how lead in general can appear in Marketo using what channels, but no, so I mean channel not from a business perspective, but from a technical perspective. First of all, Marketer can use a manual list import. For instance, if you have already prepared CSV file, you can just upload it using out-of-the-box functionality, and it will appear in your database. Also, you can configure native integrations, for instance, integration with LinkedIn, Facebook, Google Ads, webinar provider, and then you can use embedded Marketo forms on your site, which is hosted separately. That's why it's called embedded. Marketo provides form API to do that. So if a user populates some subscription form or registers on some event which is hosted on your site, you can send this information to Marketo using these embedded forms. And landing forms on a landing page, so it's an inline forms provided by, hosted by Marketo. So I don't know, any content needed for marketing can be created on these landing pages, including forms. And this will help you to post the information into Marketo. I already mentioned that we have, so the third player is a BI tool, and we of course need to get to take the information from Marketo and post it into BI tool. In our case, we use a data transfer hub expert to organize up to date every day update of the needed information. Based on this, in BI tool, you can create any report. And also we have expert for Adobe Analytics and some custom expert for Salesforce as well, because our data native connector doesn't allow to send some data in a specific format, so we have to implement a custom solution. And now let's make it a little bit more complex. For instance, you configure all the sources, configure native integrations, its integration with Salesforce. You have daily exports for some systems. What else is needed? In general, if business is growing, they would like to change their marketing strategies. They would like to enrich leads data with more information from other systems. In our case, we have an integration with Magento because business requested to include user purchasing history into Marketo. Based on this, business can create new campaigns for a target audience. And one of our latest changes, we've done integration with Check Market. It's a survey tool, so it can be different. It can be any other integration, but in our case, business chose to use this platform to gather answers from surveys. And these answers also are placed in Marketo, and business can adjust their campaigns, create some promotions, campaigns based on this information. And the last thing related to our middleware application, we have few custom developed functionalities. First one, it's custom activities tracking. Who works with Marketo, they know that Marketo provides a lot of out-of-the-box activities, but sometimes it's not enough. For instance, in our case, we track video downloads activity, video views activities, downloads activities, and so on. And Marketo provides API to create custom activities, so we've used Marketo API to do that. And also the most important thing that we cannot post directly data into Marketo. We need to collect it somehow, and only then post it in, using a badge, some list of activities, just to not hit API limits. So who knows how Marketo works? We have some daily API limits, and we need to take it into account. Also, we have a product preferences from technical perspective. It's like on site, user can save something to favorites, and our client wants to know what is more engaging for customers, and so we've implemented this tracking, product preference tracking as well. And to manage subscriptions, we have a user subscription center. It's a for user, it's like self-service where user can choose what topics are interested for user, and just to subscribe to the most important ones and unsubscribe from some which are not interested for him. It will help a business to not hit, let's say, unsubscribe statistics, because a user can choose everything user wants. And also we have a user downloads history for our business, like for our client. It's important because it's one of the most effective channels, marketing channels. So we have a custom solution for that as well. And to sum up a little bit what I said, it looks complex, of course, and we have a lot of challenges. And in general, all the challenges can be divided into like these 4 groups. First one, the most important one, is data quality, because you saw that we have different systems. They interact with Marketo, and these systems can have like some not aligned information, not aligned data, and to make effective campaigns, we need to make sure that our database is clean. For instance, by like cleaning bots if there are, or think about duplicates, because if the same user goes from different channels, of course it can create somehow a duplicate, and we need to merge it wisely. Of course, Marketo provides some solution out of the box, but sometimes, based on some specifics, we need to extend it. And also, one more example regarding, let's say, consolidating solution. For instance, you have different locations. User populated form on your site, and it's one case, and then you took the information about user from LinkedIn and Facebook, so you can have 3 locations about user. And we need to define a strategy to define a strategy and make a priorities. What data is more important for us from a site or from LinkedIn or Facebook, and like make only one field, consolidated field, which will be used on your marketing campaigns. But the rest is just like for like information purposes, let's say. I already talked a lot about integrations, so I just would like to highlight that different systems are unique, and like creating a new one integration can be complex and time consuming, but it's worth doing it. And the third thing, it's compliance. We need to follow some security rules and provide effective data management practices for it. And the fourth thing, it's scalability. When your business is growing, of course, you expect more data, and Marketo should be ready to handle increasing volumes of data and interactions. So our custom solutions as well. And all these challenges require deep understanding what is going inside Marketo platform, and what capabilities Marketo has and what Marketo doesn't have. Then I already talked a lot about data quality, and I would like to share with you our achievements. For instance, for the last year with our client, like doing a lot of things. We've improved our false positive statistics from 43% to 15%. false negative statistics was changed from 20% to 5%. Also, we had some misconfiguration on a Marketo Salesforce integration side, and we fixed it, and 10% of leads were properly synced. Also, we've saved strategic user data using merge and duplicates initiative. It was a custom solution with complex business rules, because we have a lot of systems. For instance, for us, Salesforce is a master system, and we wanted to think and to control the process of merging. So we've developed a custom solution, and it helped us to save around 50,000 of emails. As you can see, it was a long road for us, and we would like to share with you our best practices and lessons learned. Maybe I already talking about it third time, but in general, data quality is the most important thing. We need to keep our database clean in order to have effective marketing campaigns working. Also, it's useful to create campaign templates. For instance, we have some major marketing campaigns, and they are pretty common, and it's would be great just to save time and to have everything aligned, to create some campaign templates, and your marketing team can use it in the future without thinking what should be, what is required in some particular campaign. Also, using naming conventions and tokens will help you to have your database, your marketing workspace clean and easy to navigate. And also, so if you have some repeatable things, it's great to use tokens. Also, we need to stick with API limits because Marketo sets daily limits, and if you create new integration, it would be great to keep an eye on the statistics. You can find it on the admin panel to see what's current statistics for current daily usage, and then try to calculate how many calls you will do after your new one integration. And also it's related to API. Maybe it's obvious, but anyway, sometimes it's worth to mention that it's useful to keep your API names. If you create new field, it's better to keep your API names aligned across all the environments. Otherwise, you will spend development time to support different environments implementation. And this is also from development principles to use a single responsibility principle, but for campaigns, not only in code. What I mean, when you create a new campaign, you need to make sure that your campaign is focused on one goal and not overlap or a conflict with an other campaign. So if you don't follow this rule, you can face some unpredictable behavior and change and your data can be changed in unexpected way. And also, it would be great if you schedule some review and optimization tasks in order to audit your database, to check how many duplicates you have, if you have bots, if you have some not optimized workflows, what should be improved, and so on. It will help you to not to not waste your time in future, and it's like a foundation for future scalability as well. And for some complex and unique situations, it's required to ask for technical expert advice, because sometimes without some specific knowledge, it's impossible to create an effective solution. So all my speech today is about saying that the right technical decision could be a good foundation for your business to grow, and Marketo is a powerful tool, and if you stay up to date with the latest trends and best practices, you will be ahead of other competitors. And for now, if you have any questions, let's discuss. In general, I have a lot of different cases, but I'm afraid I will talk for years about the different situations. So.
We have a question. 1 minute.
Thank you for the presentation. And I have a question. Does Marketo have a front end? So can it be standalone?
No, Marketo doesn't have a front. Do you mean a separate site hosted?
Yeah, for instance, if a client doesn't have a CRM, sometimes it happens, and but the client wants to attract customers.
Yeah, it's possible. Marketo has an admin panel database, so you can keep your customers inside Marketo database, and you will see everything what's going on, and so on.
But I mean, does the Marketo is it web application?
Yes, it's a web application with a different small parts inside. One is related to marketing activities when you create campaigns. Second one is a design studio. You can make a personalized emails, any asset forms, and so on. Third one, it's a Marketo database where you can review information about your customer, and the admin panel.
So it can be like a CRM system
yes.
at some point,
yeah.
Very simplified. And another question, does a company who onboards Marketo, does this company need, let's say, some kind of a admin, Marketo admin?
I think yes, because someone from a technical experience should handle all the configurations, review, enable integrations, review what can be troubleshoot something if something happens.
Okay, thank you. And can you tell me what is the usual customer profile? Like, what kind of companies use Marketo?
Uh,
Let's say industry size.
I think think any size or in any industry. So if you have a marketing department, you already can use Marketo, and maybe Alex can help a little bit with that.
Yeah, this is the question not only for team lead that implements Marketo, but also maybe for Adobe specialists or companies. I have some discussions with Marketo architect that have seen lots of projects in Marketo, and he said that there is a point when you're a small company, you try to use Google Sheets, Excel, and something like that, small databases, small products. When your customer base is growing, at some point you're not able to use these products with weak infrastructure besides them. You cannot even build your own custom software because you cannot manage such much amount of servers and so on. And from one point, you're not able to use anything besides the Marketo. So if we look at Gartner Quadrant, for example, or other case studies, they say that all the enterprise level companies, they have no choice at this moment. They only use Marketo. And if you're a small company, there are definitely some variants, and you can go to Adobe or to Deloitte, other companies, just to have a conversation and to pick the right solution for you. Maybe there is a case. So, sorry for interrupting you. You're answering for such a long time.
One more question. So just to make sure I understood everything correctly, that was on the slide that the Marketo analyzes some data from social networks, and it generates the leads from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know any success stories? How did it benefit some companies? Perhaps your customers. I mean the percentage. How many percent of leads? How many revenue more generated?
Based on social media connection or in general?
In general. Well, if you can break down into social media and something else, that would be great. But okay.
So unfortunately, for right now, I don't have such statistics. Maybe it's even under NDI.
No, the case is that Anastasia was implementing Marketo in one project for last year, and it is kind of hard for her to answer this question. But yes, we definitely have those numbers, and they differ, of course, based on the project, based on the infrastructure of the one particular client. Speaking about your question, you said about Marketo like CRM and only. I remember my conversation with the architect in Marketo. He said that there is a easy division line between Marketo and CRM like Salesforce. They complement each other in a very good way because Marketo is used to grow the leads, to nurture them. If the lead is not so hot at this moment and is not ready for sale, it goes to Marketo. Marketo warms it up for a very long time, and the power of Marketo is storing the data of user activity, of understanding the right moment to connect with him, and it warms the lead up, and after that it transfers to Salesforce, and then the sales team comes, calls, closes, doesn't waste much time. Salesperson are always a very expensive person in enterprise companies, so the whole revenue of this implementation is always positive. Speaking about the numbers, we can check it and maybe answer you later. But I guess 200% on the ROI and more.
That's what I was asking for, for percentages. I can understand you cannot share this data. Well, thank you very much.
Any other questions at this moment? Oh, yeah. Basically, the integration and the middle that you were speaking about was one of my questions also. So you said that you made some custom integrations to Marketo, and there was a question from me, how difficult was it to design, and was there such a big need for a custom integration? And for example, like our attendee asks, can you connect analytics to Marketo? How long time maybe will it take?
Everything, it's about time and money, yeah? And for instance, business wants something in a week, but some complex integrations, it's impossible to do within a week. That's why we use a little bit, sometimes we use more like simple solutions like file-based integration. But in general, our application like does a lot of things. It connects with different APIs if it's needed, converts data, or for instance, if data goes from one system in not needed format and the other vendor doesn't ready to change it to make it more convenient for Marketo, we do it. We assist Marketo and help Marketo convert the data and upload it. I already mentioned custom activities tracking. We have to collect some data and only that import it into Marketo due to API limits. In general, I cannot say that like building such application, it's for me, for someone maybe it's complex. For me, it's already usual thing based on my experience.
So you can do anything,
Yeah.
but the question is the budget and the business case. Will it have much revenue or not?
Yeah.
And can you please show the slide with results of Marketo implementation? I saw some pretty numbers there. Wanted to see. Wow. So 50,000 emails. 10% of leads were properly synced. So I guess these are beautiful numbers.
We
And
are
for which
talking about
period?
millions of data. Yeah.
Which period was it? 1 year, 1 quarter, month, weekly? Can't remember.
We've got the statistics for the year.
Oh, so it's the over-year statistics. Nice, very nice. I guess that business guys should love this. So, do we have any other questions? Okay, if you will have any, we can make it in our networking zone. So, I guess we should finish now.
Thank you for your attention.
These are. And a couple minutes about Eximit. Didn't tell about this company much today. It is our sponsor, the sponsor of our community, and we want to say thank you to Eximit. They push us far further and further every time, and we are hoping that the different companies will also join the community, and marketers and marketing directors, business users will use this platform just to collaborate, to ask their questions. And this is not the place where Eximit tries to sell something or something like that. This is the place where we want to build a nice expertise exchange, and so everyone can find the answer to his questions, to grow professionally, and to be a strong Adobe user or implementer. So thank you, Eximit. Thank you all for coming. Let's go and drink some coffee, wine, and discuss the topics that maybe what you liked the best today. So the first Adobe Community Meetup is ended by this time. Let's go. Thank you.
Stickman mix. just like you know. Whoa.